Hello, I'm Patty of Natty Pan Studios. Welcome to my Halloween potion making adventures. Over the years, I've curated a collection of interesting bottles in many shapes and sizes. Some are store-bought decor bottles from the craft store or empty liquor bottles, but many were gifted to me or thrifted. Today, I'm sealing bottles with hot glue to look like melted wax. Each bottle has its own personality, just waiting to be filled with mystical concoctions. Next, I designed labels for each potion using Photoshop. I love getting creative with names inspired by magical ingredients. And often, the names are inspired by what I want to put in the bottle, like faux crystals as dragon tears. Sometimes I license images from Adobe or Envato Elements for use in my designs. These bottles have already been filled, and I plan to upload videos of that process sometime in the future. For mermaid tears, I used colored alcohol mixed with swirling mica powder. I think it creates a mesmerizing effect. I adorn this bottle with a delicate chain and pearls to capture the underwater enchantment. Then I'll cover this because I want to put this guy in the middle. And this has bones on the side. Yeah, I'm glad I have this on low because otherwise it would definitely be too runny. I need to look at this from the front to make sure I get it centered. Okay. Now I'll go around the side and make sure that that's on there good. So this is thieves oil. It says an all-natural lubricant. It's 2.7. And this one I'm not going to put a thing on top of. I'm just going to kind of stamp it. And I turned the heat up high because I wasn't getting the drips I wanted, having it on low. Cover the top of that good. I'm just going to set this on top until it's hard. Will be dehydrated dragon tears. Directions for use. Put a pinch of the crystals in distilled water and charge in direct sunlight until red. Soak clothing overnight. Warning, may dye clothing red, not for human consumption. I kind of put that on all mine just in case people think it is for human consumption. I don't think anybody would, but I mean, these are plastic, so it's not such a big deal. But the ones that are liquid, part of me does worry that people will be stupid about it and think it's a real potion. It's hard to believe, but companies put strange disclaimers on things for a reason. Huh. Let's see. Make sure I like this. I find that if I start a little low and then come up, then I get a drip that I like. Okay. Alright, let's let that set. And now I'm starting to get blue in here. So I can do another aquatic one. This is a top with a seahorse, and this has seahorses on it. Come on, focus. There we go. Make sure that's centered, so I'm going to look at it straight ahead first. Okay. And now I'll fill in the blanks. Bring it up here a little bit. That's looking good. So when I put wax on things, I often, because this is made for putting, for sealing wax. It's a little cauldron, magic cauldron. But I have little bottles, and I often need little seals, so I just use buttons. And I'll show you that. This does not have a label on it. It's just, kind of pretty. Let's shake it up. Little magical thing going on there. Definitely want some wax to go over this skull in the front. And all these that have liquid in them have, besides having a rubber stopper in them, have silicone to help seal them as well so that they won't leak. Now, Okay, then this says Gargoyle Draft. Just has some sparkly stuff in there. Not for human consumption. And I'm just trying to get to the red here. So, I'm going to use this up. See. Set that aside. And for this next one, I'm just going to use this button. It's like your typical shield thing going on. And this says Morsels of Forgetting. These are just interesting looking little beads. And a little head on there. I guess he's forgetting something, eh? Let's see. Or he could forget. I don't always have embellishments to decorate the bottle that have to do with the labels, but I try. I'm gonna put this up here, turn it towards me so I can have it centered. Okay. I'll show you what these look like. I'm gonna take this button off. Come on. So that's that one. It's kind of hard to see any detail, but there's some on there. That has a backwards P on it. Okay, so this is Soulmate Serum. I want it to drip down the front without covering the letters, so I'm going to have to control it a little bit. This is a really cool bottle. And this is Dragonfire Shield, established 1649, ethically sourced from Norwegian ridgebacks, store in a cool, dark place away from direct sunlight. Norwegian ridgebacks hail from the northern mountains of Norway. Is identified by their ridges on its back. It has venomous fangs. Dragonfire Shield is the best protection against the burning heat of radiation of dragonfire. Directions. Apply sparingly to object that you want to shield from heat. Do not use on human skin. Do not ingest. Length of protection can vary depending on how much heat your object is subjected to. Dragonfire Heat Shield is temporary. Okay. Alright, so now let's cover this on top. Oh. Thank you for joining me during my final touches on these potion bottles. Please give a thumbs up if you liked this video, and consider subscribing. Hit the bell to be notified when I upload video of filling and decorating these bottles. And now let's take a look at the finished collection.